guys, welcome to the episode of Nigeria Off Grid. So what I want to do today is introduce you guys to our exciting project that we are now involved in. So just a little background story. When we first came to our village home here, we also obviously we did the checks that everybody does when they move, right? You do your, where's the nearest grocery store? Where's the bank? Where's the hospital? Things like that. Where's all these checks? So where's all these things? So we kind of noticed that the hospital that's closest to us is about 35 minutes away in the nearest town. We are in the village and there was no hospital. So my husband did some asking around to see where or if there's a hospital closer, and the people of the community said there is a hospital just down the road from us, but actually it is shut down. So it's not in use anymore. The person that was owning it, he actually had a couple other hospitals, so he just closed this one as he was not wanting to operate it anymore. So that's kind of where we kind of thought about, what can we do for this community? And, we always believe that if you come into community, what are we doing to better it? What are we doing to, help the community around us and do our part to, better this world, essentially. So, basically, when we were asking around, what people really would like in the community, what's something that they really need, this hospital kept coming up as the number one for everybody, that they needed a hospital. They need somewhere that they can go. So we kind of took a look around, and like I said, my husband did some inquiries into it. And so this is kind of our new project that we're getting ourselves into. It's kind of exciting. Let me show you guys the video and then we'll come back. So guys, we're going to do a quick tour here on the hospital. I finally made it here. So let me turn my camera on. Hopefully you can actually see what I'm talking about. So they have the resident doctor side. So the doctor will actually stay there. They have a maternity side, and they also have pharmacy and general ward is there as well. So look at the back. See, look at all these windows. You see all the windows? They're all boarded up, and the reason that they're boarded up is because all the equipment actually still inside the hospital, guys. All the beds, all the equipment, everything is still inside the hospital. They basically just boarded up all these windows, and then what happened was they just basically left. So all the plumbing, all the equipment and everything, look, it has everything. See guys, it has everything on it. So man, it's crazy. I'm gonna go to the back. Look how big this is. So I think this is the general ward that's supposed to be coming back here. I think that's how it goes. But yeah, this hospital is still working. Even in COVID, they said that it was still up and running. So it's only been about a year that this hospital hasn't even been working. So it's not been that long. And everything is still inside. I'm going to go to the front now. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'll show you guys the front here. So here we go. So maternity ward. So there was a lady down our street. She was supposed to deliver here, but she didn't because the hospital wasn't working. So that's the new generation maternity ward. We have accident, emergency. We have, what else do we have here, guys? New generation pharmacy and the general ward. So that was the one that goes to the back. So new generation hospital and maternity home. So that's it, guys. So that's the hospital that they're needing up and running here. That's what they're saying that they need because they can't travel that far, especially at nighttime. They're saying it's hard to travel. So that's it, guys. My phone's about to die, but I thought I'd show you a quick video and show you what's going on. So as you guys can see from the video, it's not in bad shape. It needs a little bit of help, obviously. The inside, though, we haven't been able to get inside. The person with the key wasn't around the day that we went there, so my husband's going to be ended up going hopefully sometime soon and going to go check out the inside to see what kind of snakes are inside. But one thing I wanted to say about this was, for us specifically, seeing a need like this is so important. I myself worked in a hospital for many years, and, even in smaller communities, these hospitals are so vital to just life. If you look at for example, the maternity ward, if you look at the infant mortality rate, even the, maternal mortality rate here in Nigeria is so high. And one of the reasons for that is the lack of hospitals. And so, to not have a hospital that is functioning within this community, it's huge because this community spans a very large area. And so this would be so devastating if this thing can't be up. Because again, like I said, there was a woman down the street, she delivered a baby, but she needed to go to the hospital. What if something would have happened that it was life or death situation, So that's one thing that I wanted to say about this. Like it's crazy. Like, and then also one problem too that we noticed that we're gonna have to look into is getting lights in here. So this specific one, the lights are so inconsistent. As Africa, right? The lights are always inconsistent. So one thing that we're looking at doing is going to be putting solar in there as well, because we have to have lights. The lights need to be there to pump the clean water, right? They need to have the clean water for a hospital. Like all these things are vital. So yes, they have the beds and they have the equipment and stuff inside, but things like the solar, things like the clean well, things like even just like the roof and things like that, making sure nothing's leaking because it's been boarded up and left. Things like that, even plastering on the outside, all these things need to be done. So basically what I'm coming to you guys today with is, this is the project that we're doing. The community needs this hospital. We're here, even for us too, like it's something that we would definitely use, but we need a hospital. Everybody here needs a hospital. This is such a need. A maternity home is such a need. Emergency room is such a need. We have a nurse that's already lined up that she used to work there, and so she's still going to be somebody who's working there. We have a pharmacist ourselves that we know personally that has said that he was going to come and work. He's fine with coming out here and doing that. We have things kind of moving. So we're going to be adding our own to this community hospital here. Everybody's pooling their money. It's not like, for example, in Canada where you have like it's government owned. It's basically the community that's going to be doing it, and they're doing it because they need it. They really need this they need this hospital up and running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you guys an outline of how much it's going to cost to be kind of doing some of these little projects here. I'm going to put a link in the description to a GoFundMe, and what I'm also going to be doing is putting a link to a PayPal as well if you guys want to do it that way. But you know what, I'm going to ask that if anybody has anything on their heart that they want to help us with, just to get this up and running. We can only contribute what we can do, and we're going to definitely do our own, but it's going to need a lot more than what we can afford at this point. So I'm going to put a link in the description if there's anything that you guys feel that you want to help do this. I'm going to kind of put a list as well as what's going to be needed to accomplish this community project. It's a crazy project, this that we're going into now, but it's exciting. And like I said, this community so needs it. We need a hospital here. Like people can't be traveling that far, and at night, like I said, I'm going to bring it back to the mothers, right? You're in labor and you need to go to a hospital. You're going to be traveling 35 minutes in complete darkness. There's no street lights down here. There's no anything. There's no ambulance that comes out this side. So the community needs this hospital, and that's what they said. So what we're going to do is we're going to add we're going to change our own little part in this community. We're going to do what we can do to help them get this hospital up and running. So I'm going to be bringing you guys some updates as well, once we can get our key and get inside and kind of take a look around and see what's going on. But that's it, guys. I'm going to ask that if anybody knows anybody, if they can share this out to everybody that you know, to kind of see if we can get something going for these guys. That would be really, really a huge, huge blessing. God put it on our hearts, if I'm going to say it that way, that we wanted to do something, and we didn't know what we were going to do, because like I said, whenever we come into community, we always want to do something, whether it's, digging a borehole or a well for somebody, or, things like that. So we came here, we kind of looked around and said, so what can we do? And again, we asked the community, what do you guys need? And this was the number one. They need a hospital, and there's nothing like a hospital. So if you guys feel it on your heart too, that you want to help out, please do. It's going to go to a good cause. So I'll put a link in the description, guys. And I just thank you for anybody in advance who has helped us out here. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share out the video to those people that you know. Let them subscribe too, so that we can continue to grow this channel. And let's see what we can do and how we can change this world one small step at a time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.